What's up guys, YT Brickbuilds here, and if you guys didn't know, this past week has been Brickfair Virginia 2022 in Chantilly, Virginia. Now I was really lucky to get the chance to go to both public days, Saturday and Sunday, and this video is just going to be a little bit of a recap of the convention. I took a lot of footage, took some pictures, and I also did a handful of interviews with some people about their Mocs, so that was really cool. I met a ton of awesome people from the YouTube and Instagram side of the community, a lot of really good military builders there. I went to Brickfair last year and there wasn't nearly as many good Mocs as there was this year. So yeah guys, enjoy the video. What is up guys, we're here at Brickfair Virginia 2022. It's really loud, but there are some absolutely awesome Mocs here. We're gonna build it to the moon.
Alright. Hey there, it's Upland Irvine 351. We got the tower. We're going at it. Yeah.
It's going pretty good. What is up guys, we are here at Brickfair Virginia 2022 and I am here with
Joshua Higgs. I also run Brickfit.
Nice. And Joshua, tell me a little about what you brought today.
So my mock is World War I and the trenches. It's an interpretation of the chaos and the battle of World War I. It's a generic battle set probably in 1917 or 1918, towards later the war. We have trenches. The British and the French are defending against the attack of the Germans, which, yeah, the Germans are, I have Unit A coming out here to attack, and they've blown up a Renault. It's all mangled, and yeah, just, it's a mess there. They're shooting fire onto the tank, trying to stop the assault. We have cannons. Barbed wire is the main thing here. It's all mangled. It's the technique where you twist the chains, and yeah, it's very cool. That's the World War I mock. I'm a big fan of it, and yeah, excited to be at Brickfair, excited to be in your video.
Alright, now tell me a little about the train mock you brought.
So the train, this is a train from World War II. That's all I have to say. It's carrying troops, and we got Mad Jack here, which he's doing mad things, as the name suggests. Got a coal car, a 460 engine, which means there's 4 wheels in the front, 6 wheels there, and 0 trailing wheels. You have a caboose down here that's lighted, and it doesn't show up. This is nothing in comparison to what's here. If you ever have a chance to come at Brickfair, seriously, it's an awesome thing.
Yep, thank you Joshua for telling us a little bit about your mock.
YT Brick Builds is here at bfva Brickfair. He's interviewing people. I don't have a mock myself, but I'm looking at them and they're pretty fire. I'm telling you.
Quitting the Lego community next month, but dropped like way too much money at the Lego Con this year.
Oh, yeah.
It happens.
How can you live without the CB though?
How could you? That's so true. You can't live without CB.
Anything you want to
All right,
say?
we got Mungies. If you can, bug your parents until you can get the 5-day pass, and then what you can do is you can just come in and you can get cool citizen brick and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can always talk to Victor. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He loves everybody. He loves the community, and I love the community. And I love fur. Also, I love my girlfriend. Look, she's right here. There you go.
What's up, guys? I'm here with another person at Brickfair Virginia, and I am here with
Ethan Sandell.
And Ethan, can you tell me a little bit about the mocks you brought here today?
So here we have a battle, like I was kind of depicting it as a Afghanistan, Iraq battle, like kind of Middle Eastern. And then, yeah, so we have this gun truck over here firing at this guy. This guy's down and he's just not having a good time. Then we have this guy running across here and this guy's shooting at this guy. And yeah, this guy's trying to shoot at him and there's just a big explosion. So over here we have, I was trying to base it off like the 10 offensive. So we have like this little path here and you have some troops here. You have this Viet Cong over here and he's shooting at the Americans. And then this guy is charging at this guy. And then you have the guy with an RPG over there. And yeah, I just really like the detail.
Yeah, thanks, Ethan. Can I ask you what your building process is? Like, how would you start a mock? Do you look at historical pictures or anything? Just how do you start building a mock?
So actually what I do is I go on YouTube and I search videos about whatever battle I'm doing. And then what I'll do is I'll start from there and then I'll just start building.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. Just looking for inspiration from other builders, just to kind of get a feel of what you're building.
Then we have this guy over here, and I guess you could say he's like a cop because he has like his police badge on there. And this guy I just made to show like people like his head because I really like his headpiece from Brick Tactical. And over here, there's a group on Flickr called World Darkness, and they do modern military, like futuristic modern military. And they have a faction called Oceana, and I was trying to base the color scheme off that, so I just put them on that one, the landscape.
Well, yeah, man, these are some really awesome builds, and thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Alright guys, we are here at Brickfair Virginia, and I am here with
ARM, also known as Panzerfaust.
Yo, what's up, man? And tell me a little bit about what you brought today.
So here we have the Battle of Dinant, which takes place in Belgium during 1940. This was part of Operation Falkgelb, or Case Yellow, which encapsulates basically the invasion of France. This specific battle, this little skirmish at Dinant, took place at the same time as the more famous breakthrough at Sedan, which was the German crossing of the Meuse River. They actually crossed the Meuse River at multiple points. Dinant was one of them, but it's a lot less popular and less talked about because they met much less resistance compared to Sedan.
Yeah, that's really cool. Now tell me a little bit about your building process. Like, how do you plan out a mock and like start it up and stuff?
So what I like to do is I like to draw out where the buildings would go, where the tanks would go, and then I try to go from there. At the same time, I try to plan around incorporating different techniques. For example, I had to figure out where everything was going to go before I placed down the road, because when you place down the road, it becomes a little hard to fix when you use a technique like cheese wedges sideways, for example.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long did this mock take you, roughly?
It took me about maybe 2 or 3 months to build straight. Lots of work every day. Maybe spent a few hours on it every day when I could.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now tell us a little bit about like the tanks and vehicles you have on the mock.
So the tanks used are mainly from both German and French forces. There you've got the popular B-1 BIS, known for being a menace on the battlefield in 1940. You've also got the less talked about Samoa S-35 medium tank that's also used by the French. Both of them I think were used in Belgium, though in limited numbers compared to smaller tanks not seen on this mock, like the R-35. For the German forces, we've got the very famous Panzer IV. Not many of them were used in France by that time, but they were pretty much one of the heaviest things that they could field. One of the other features that I really wanted to incorporate into this mock was some motorized features. So I hooked up power functions to the bottom of this thing, and I've got 2 control systems. One of them controls the S-35. You can roll the tracks forward and backwards, depending on what you do to the remote. And the other functionality is the rotating of the turret right here. You can rotate 360.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like how interactive this mock is.
Thank you. This was done using a motor, a worm gear, and having that hooked up to a spur gear in different directions. So the way you make the tank move is I've got 2 gears on the bottom that actually rotate the tracks along, and I've got an axle sticking up through the Panzer IV, which rotates the turret.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thanks for talking to us about your mock today, and yeah. Alright guys, we're here at Brickfair Virginia with another person's mock. I am here with
Sam Wise.
Alright Sam, and tell me about a little bit about what you brought today.
So I brought my mock. It's a futuristic battle in a Central American city. Here we have 2 different factions fighting each other for control of the area. So the story is, this is the guys in white and tan. They're part of a local cartel, and they are outfitted very well. From the Eurasians. It's based on the World of Darkness storyline. So these guys are backed by them, and then the guys in green and olive, they are local government forces who are backed by NATO. And so the story is, this is a drug house and like a safe house for the local cartel, and these guys are raiding it. So basically, we have these different buildings, and then a bunch of my figures. There's not much to it, but
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love the creative storylining on your build. Can you tell me a little about your build process, like how you would start a mock and like how you would build from there?
yeah. So I saw some pictures online of a guy who did something like this, and I thought it was really awesome. So I was like, oh, I want to do something like that. So I looked at his stuff and kind of saw what he did, and I started from there. It started with this area, and then I built out this a little bit because I needed somewhere to put the figures. And then I built this building because in his he had something here, and I just wanted something. So that's what I did there. And then I saw another picture with this cool rock feature, and so I put that there as like some stairs. I built all this greenery because, you know, it's supposed to be in Central America, so it's very green and tropical. I did many different versions of this building, but I wasn't happy with any of them, so I kept taking it apart. I rebuilt it and to where I finally liked it. I built this little turret on top because I figured they would have some sort of protection against protection rays.
I love it. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
All in all, Brickfair was an absolute blast this year. I met so many new people and made some new friends. I managed to get some cool stuff from the vendors, and I also saw some absolutely amazing Mocs. I can't believe how creative people really are. But yeah, guys, that's it for the Brickfair recap video. I hope I can see you guys next year if I go. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. Please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe, and until next time, goodbye.